As always, Playdate is brought to you by Triple, the original high seltzer.
Redefining the party landscape? Playdate, episode 82.
Episode 82, our...
I feel like maybe like Roddy White.
Sure, give it a shot, Lauren.
Show me Roddy White number. This would be a snipe. I'd be very happy with this.
Wow, that was so...
Fuck!
Think like wide receiver.
Chris Chambers. 84 again.
Al Pacino age.
I feel like 82 is like an old school wide receiver number. Now they all go like single digits. I didn't really think about that until just now.
He's also 84?
Vincent Jackson.
We're just old. We
We
are locked and loaded for next week.
83.
This is brutal.
Right, you're so close.
Oh god.
82.
Didn't
Didn't Aaron Hernandez wear 82 at one point? Or he was always 85? No, he was 81.
Oh, this is devastating. I feel like
I
a
don't
fucking idiot. Deion Branch, final guess. And then we can try again at the end if we want to.
83. Jeez
Damn
Louise.
it.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday, guys. It's the beginning of the week, and I think this is going to be one of your best weeks yet.
Thank you.
I was more talking to the Playmates.
Oh.
I'm getting eaten alive in the comments for my lack of stance politically. And I spent all morning thinking about it, and I'm sorry for that.
Well, don't let him get to you. There's a lot of people out there, you know.
That doesn't mean anything.
Correct. That was pretty much nonsense.
No, like worst.
Well, I mean,
worst.
you know how I feel. I'm not going to rehash an old horse.
Worst. How's your hashed horse?
That's a good one.
What was the rest? Oh my god, I had a meltdown. Speaking of weird animal hashes, I had a fucking meltdown the other morning.
Hashes.
I'll get to it. So Lauren had a killer party. I will tell you. We can all talk about that in a second. I have a very funny. Lauren put me in an awful predicament at that party, but we'll get into that after. So I wake up very hungover, and we have brunch with my family. And
all of us?
Yeah. Where were you guys? We have brunch with my family, and my girlfriend is like looking at the menu of the place we're going to
In advance? Classic girlfriend.
I know. I'm glad she did though,
From what I've heard.
because it threw me into a spiral. I don't know if you guys have eaten at Jelena. They don't tell you what the food is. It's just all the ingredients listed, and then you have to like do the math of like what that would equal.
Really?
I was exaggerating a little bit, but like in the moment when it's like a confusing menu, I was furious. She was trying to find things that sounded good.
Yeah.
And one of the things was like, she was like, you could get the duck hash. And I was like, what? Why would I do why would I ever do that?
Straw.
Yeah, it was like,
Perfect segue.
it was the worst thing she possibly could have said. So I'm so mad. We show up, but you have to put on like a nice face now.
Yeah.
Because you're with your family. And I was just sitting there fuming. There were scrambled eggs the whole time. I just didn't. It was the first thing on the menu. Apparently she had told me multiple times, and I just was
tossed insides of the bird dropping,
and I was just not having it. But yeah, I was like, just the worst thing you could possibly say to someone who's already acting like a child.
Yeah,
is like you could get the duck. What about the duck hash? That sounds good.
No. What about the intestine soup?
Why would I ever have that? But yeah, killer. Or
what's the predicament I put you?
I'll tell you once Will had something.
Oh,
to say.
okay.
I was gonna ask if you. I was thinking about Segways because you said Segway. Do you ever know guys that like they actually rode on the?
Yeah, like at school.
I had a neighbor that would cruise around in one of those.
Dude, I feel like I heard of at least 5 accidents that happened. Like people, they got in accidents on Segways, like in growing up.
Oh yeah.
Do you know?
like bad
this is
ones.
Awful and unrelated to Segways, but like when I was growing up, there was a car accident on our street, and a guy got like launched across our whole street, and I'm not. Don't make that face at me.
You can't say you got launched across
and
the
hit
whole...
the tree and like hit the tree in front of our house and died. Isn't that fucking insane? I don't remember it. I was
How
like,
did he get launched?
He didn't have a seatbelt on. He got in a car accident and he flew up.
I thought you meant he was on a Segway.
No, he was not.
He like hit the brakes too hard and it like cartoon shot him.
No. Unrelated.
That is gnarly.
Speaking of wearing your seatbelts, sometimes I take my seatbelt off before we land.
Oh, on airplanes?
On airplanes.
Dude, I've definitely done that before.
Hundreds of times.
Yeah.
It might be an exaggeration. But like, they don't know. No one tells. I feel like when I was a kid, they'd be like, time to put your seatbelt on. Yep. And now they just don't. I think they assume like that guy's an adult. He would put it on. I was listening to an interview of a guy who was on the plane that flipped. He was like, yeah, we all landed. Thank God we were all wearing our seatbelts and we were all just hanging upside down.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Like, we might have fucking died.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Well, or you would have gone like scattering down the aisle. Everyone.
And the flight attendant's just shaking his head.
You're Joe Cool until you fucking.
I don't think I deliberately ever do it, but it's just like if I get up and go to the bathroom, sometimes I forget, and then I'll land and I'll be like, oh, I didn't fucking.
Yeah.
Or like sometimes I remember one time recently the guy came by and checked. He's like, and looked at me and nodded, and I looked down and I was like, I'm on my own.
Like, but what? No,
I had jeans and my jean jacket on, so I was like, plausible deniability. There's a blue seatbelt in there.
Sea of blue there.
Yeah.
How did nobody die? That's what I'm shocked about.
Have you watched it? The
yeah,
thing?
I watched
it
the
happened
video.
like really. It was obviously. I'm not trying to make it seem like it wasn't a huge deal. As far as plane crashes go, this one looked like a walk in the park.
Yeah.
Like it landed completely normally and then was just like.
Did you notice there? Did you see the guy? This screenshot that was going viral. It was like passenger interviewed who survived Toronto plane flipping over, and it was like screenshot at the exact moment that the subtitle that he was saying was, "I didn't really notice anything wrong." He was talking about like the initial descent, but they screenshot it, so it looks like that.
That's really funny. Yeah. Wait. So Lauren had a killer wig party on Saturday.
Oh yeah.
Also, Lauren, what room are you in right now? Lauren, they built over the weekend. Apparently, built a room behind Lauren.
Aunt Linda's living room.
They built like some Seinfeld ass set behind Lauren.
Yeah,
where it looks like if someone walks through that door, it's like a minute of applause before they get to deliver their line.
So Lauren has a killer party.
Yeah, thank you for having us. Did you have a good time?
I had a great time. I feel kind of bad that we upset my neighbors, but
yeah, it was
that's like a one and
Lauren
done.
lived there, and then
one and done.
Lauren threw like a high school party.
There were only a handful of high schools.
Yeah.
I had so much fun. We were playing King's Cup, and one of Will's friends was just putting the card. You put it under the tab.
Yeah,
was just putting it like in the existing pile, and like somehow had a really good knowledge of like friction. Like if you like fold two phone books together, you can't pull them apart.
Yeah,
even though there's nothing holding it. She would put it in there. And so technically the card wouldn't fall out, but it's not adding any pressure to the tab. And so I called her out on it.
Who is this?
I think it might have been Leah. You can ask her.
She's cooked.
And then unbeknownst to me, the landlord had texted Lauren like, time to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Because apparently there was like a baby below. And Lauren just phrased it to me like, let's go to the bars. Like tell everyone we're going to the bars. And then so I started like going around being like, hey, all right, we're going to go to the bars. And it wasn't really making any.
No one was really listening.
It wasn't sticking.
Yeah.
And so Lauren was like, make an announcement.
You did do it.
Twice. But so my thought was like, Lauren's going to be
twice, like got everyone's attention and announced a bar that was closed.
But I thought Lauren was going to be like standing behind me and it was going to be very clear.
I'm like looking at him.
That this guy, like Lauren, he's doing this on behalf of Lauren. The host of the party. Lauren just walked away both times, so it looked like there's just a rogue guy trying to shut down someone else's party. And then after the second time, you have to just stick to your guns, because if I stayed, everyone loses respect for me. So I just left alone, and then
someone had to lead the charge,
and
so
then no one followed me, and so I just I was thinking about it the next day, like. Because there were a handful of people I didn't know there that would have just been like, who's that guy that just announced the party was over and then left?
We all stayed for it.
And then you guys were like 5 seconds behind me, but I that was the most embarrassed I've been in a while. Being in the elevator was just like, fucking, was like, no one respects me.
The funniest part too is that the bar you announced literally was not open.
What bar did I say?
The Whaler.
No, I think it was open. It was just dead.
It was closed.
Oh, it was actually closed.
Yeah. We Ubered there, and then but I actually
Now I want summer.
But dude, Hanano was crazy that night. Someone got a chair thrown at his head.
Oh,
what?
Did you guys see all this shit? It was when I went into go to the bathroom. You guys were sitting outside. But there's this guy that was going. There was a guy with a backpack running around outside, like telling everyone that Elon Musk was going to shut down Hanano, and like telling the bouncers and like coming up to people's tables, and the bouncers were like, yo, but like, and the people, like, he was being a total nuisance.
Was he joking or was
No, he was like off his rocker.
Yeah.
But he looked like a normal guy, which was like, so he, like, when he walked up to your table
for the government.
Yeah, you give him the benefit of the doubt, but like he clearly had something wrong with him.
Yeah.
And he was like, anyway, and then I went to the bathroom right just as we were waiting for the Uber, and in that time, I guess someone fucking launched a chair at his head. And so he was like bleeding out and shit.
How did I miss
and
this?
And apparently one of my friends went up to the bouncer and was like, should we call the police? And they were like, technically he hasn't committed a crime, so there's nothing we could do. And we were like, no, because he's bleeding out on the sidewalk.
Oh, shit.
Like they were like, should we call 911? Meaning like to help the guy. And it's like, technically he hasn't committed a crime. Well, he's like, oh
no.
Not to arrest him.
Like the guy, I feel like launching a chair at someone is.
It sounds like he was like asking for it. In the way that no one blamed the guy who
He's like,
launched
come
the
on,
chair. Yeah.
Come on, you won't throw that chair at me.
What would compel you guys to
and then
throw
the next
a chair at someone?
The next day, Elon Musk shut down Hanano. So,
I mean, hey, if it comes to that, not being involved in politics is not going to be something you're going to worry about. Yeah. I'm going to be leading the charge.
That guy was there to get you into the movement.
That's a good question, Lauren. Lauren asked, what is something someone would have to do for you to throw a chair at them?
Call my mama a hoe.
That's good.
I guess the real question is like you'd have to be in a scenario where there's like right now someone could say almost anything. I don't know if I could muster up enough strength to throw this chair at them. But if we're at a place where there's like a bunch of yeah, you have to be. It has to be throwable. The perfect storm where you're in a sea of throwable chairs. And
I'm picturing like an outdoor barbecue, like Penmar. Everyone's like kind of on the floor. You just like grab someone's folding chair and.
I think if you had a chair at Penmar's, people would eat you alive.
Wait, really?
These things are hard to come by.
Oh, I don't know. I've
never been.
It's all like
I've gone a long.
Oh, another thing that happened.
I don't mean an actual like high up chair, like a little.
Oh, like a beach chair. Beach chair.
Yes, beach chair.
Yes.
Another thing that happened at Hanano, we get in line to order beers, and Pussio and Will. Can you hear? Does it register on the microphone when he farts?
No,
I didn't fart.
Oh.
I didn't fart. Prove it.
That one sounded like it stung.
It hurt, but I didn't do it. If I had done it, it would have hurt.
Okay.
So we get in line to order beers, and
where is this?
Hanano. It's me.
Been there.
Me, Will's friend Leah, and my girlfriend. And I give them my card, and I'm like, I'm going to the bathroom. Will you guys I was like, get 2 beers for us, get 1 for Leah. And then apparently the second I left, Will just queued up with like 8 other guys and was like, come on, Jack's buying.
No, that is not what happened.
What happened?
What happened is I walked up and I was like, should we get a picture? And then your girlfriend said, yeah, I got it. And I said, no, don't worry about it. I got it. And then she said, it's Jack's card. And I said, oh, okay, then you got it. It was one
that
picture.
Seems way more believable.
It was one picture. It wasn't 8 guys. I wasn't like, get on the
Come
tab.
on, guys.
It was me and your girlfriend.
It's you and the guy who threw the chair.
Yeah.
Next round's on me, guys.
And I went out and threw a chair at that guy.
She told me that story, and then she saw me write it down in my notes, and then she backpedaled and was like, wait, maybe I might have.
She was like,
yeah, she was like, I might have
She
offered.
like pushed back like twice. I was like, all right, fuck it, yeah, it's his card.
This podcast is brought to you by Triple. Triple is the original high seltzer with 3 milligrams of THC and just 15 to 20 calories. Triple offers a social buzz similar to that of your favorite hard seltzer, Light on calories, high on life. It's all natural, gluten-free, and again, just 15 to 20 calories.
I love triple.
Me too, brother.
I partook. Can I say that?
Canadian.
Partook in some tripling this weekend. It was awesome. I went on a nice hike on Saturday, and then we got back and we played Wingspan and ate In-N-Out. And let me tell you, when you're playing a board game and eating cheeseburgers, there is about no better drink to have in your hand than a triple.
It's truly, I don't want to speak for the people over at Triple.
Yep.
That is what triples were made for.
It was awesome. It was fantastic.
Guys, Triple is born from a desire to blend THC's social buzz with the social ritual of sipping on a seltzer. Triple is currently available at grocery stores, liquor stores, bars, and restaurants in Missouri, Kansas, Iowa, Louisiana, Georgia, Florida, and South Carolina. Looking at you.
Take a vote,
Okay. It will be available in Illinois, Arizona, and Ohio by the end of the year. Looking at you.
Cleveland, this is for you.
Cleveland, stand up. Nationally, it is currently available online. To get it now, go to drinktriple.com and use code Playdate to get 10% off your order. That's that's drinktriple.com and use code Playdate for 10% off your order. Triple, rectify the party landscape.
I like grapefruit.
Was bringing the wine over, was that Flan's idea or yours?
Oh, I thought we should have done that. That would have been the right thing to do.
It was a housewarming party.
I know.
You didn't bring Lauren a gift.
The only people that brought
Did you like the
gifts-
wine?
Well, we haven't opened it yet, but I'm going to crack it open on Friday.
I kind of forgot it was a housewarming.
Ryan
Ryan
Micho
Micho.
brought me and Mia a guacamole bowl.
Like the biggest,
A mortar and pestle.
grinder.
Really?
Did you not see
insane.
this, Will? No. Like, so kind.
put a picture
Wait,
of it
that's
right here.
awesome,
It's
but
so
that's also
funny.
hysterical.
No, so
It was so
funny.
funny.
Where
but
do you get that?
I have no idea.
Goods.
Like,
I like to think that he didn't have
Hilarious.
one lying around.
That's what I think he
Yeah.
did. But
It
seems
so the
brand
text
new.
exchange between Lauren and Ryan after that is truly one of the funniest things I've ever read. Because Lauren texted me and was like, "Get Ryan's address, but don't tell him that it's me asking." And I was like, I can't text him. He's gonna think I'm like drone striking him. Like if I'm like,
he probably would go to drones.
Yeah.
"What are your coordinates?" And so what did you text him, Lauren?
Well, I just said, "Hi, what's your address?" And he goes, he wanted to know why, so I don't like go over to his house and kill him. And I was like, "Don't worry about it." And then he eventually gave it to me, and I was like, "Yeah, I just wanted to like send." Or he goes, "Oh, you're thanking us for the mortar and pestle." I said, "Yeah." Now
it was
this
funnier than
now that. Well, I don't know how to recite it, but I just feel like that's like a thoughtful thing to do, and like it's funny to be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I'm gonna send a card."
That is awesome. That's
so nice.
yeah.
And I probably would have gone my whole life without buying a mortar and pestle, and now I
What's the
just
second
have
word?
one. Pestle. Mortar.
I'm glad you asked because I thought I was like, I'm not gonna be the one guy who doesn't know what a pestle is.
Mortar and pestle. The pestle is the thing that you like.
Wow.
When we were
That's
at
Yeah.
I ordered you actually a bigger bowl,
right.
but I lost it.
I lost in transit.
Will and I actually chipped in on. We bought all the ingredients for guacamole, but we bought it way too early and it spoiled.
We ate them.
That's understandable.
And I bought you a hat and Mia. I bought you and Mia one of those 2-person hats for when you guys go out together where it's connected so you never lose each other and you look great.
Perfect.
But I lost it.
What are those bikes called? Where they're
Tandem.
Yeah, we got
I
you a
did one.
tandem hat.
I did a tandem bike over the Golden Gate Bridge with my dad when I was like way too old to be doing that.
Right.
I was like 14 or 15. And I was just like, my parents were like, we're going to go on a big bike ride. And I was like, I made like a big stink when we were on vacation in San Francisco. My dad was like, all right, fuck it. You can do one of these little dumbass tandem ones with me. And I was like, fine. And then it was just humiliating the whole time. It's hard to coordinate.
Right. Yeah, like butting heads with the guy about what gear you want to be in.
Well, it's like the bridges part is like kind of fine, but it's like when you're in the city and you have a bike, like we had to get from our hotel to, you know what I mean?
I thought it was like you start at one end, you drop it off.
No,
the other.
and we biked it all the way to like Sausalito, which is like on the other side of the bridge, and then took a ferry with it back. It's just a big object to have, you know?
It's like 11 feet long.
Yeah.
My dad jerry rigged like a thing to hold my car seat on the back of his bike.
Yeah.
When we were kids, and it was like held together
Wait,
by
that's terrifying.
Yeah.
terrifying.
That's like the one thing you don't
You don't want to
jerry-rig.
jerry rig. You want to be. You want to have professionals bolt that in.
Yeah.
And it was like held together by those. like, you know, those like, it's like a elastic rope with like 2 hooks on the end that like every dad has in their
bungee
garage.
cord?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a bungee cord.
Yeah.
So it was like just held together by a bunch of bungee cords.
Yep.
And he said we were biking to church when I was a kid, and the front one fell off, and so the seat went back, and I was like inverted, but I couldn't speak English yet, so I couldn't like.
What were you speaking then?
Taiwanese maybe, but
Yeah.
he was like there was no way for me to communicate what the problem was.
Yep.
And when you're biking, it's kind of hard to like assess the situation. So he just heard like ba-boom, 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 and it was my head hitting the back tire. I was wearing a helmet. It was my head hitting the back tire, and he was like, thankfully we were like around a corner, so my mom couldn't see it yet because he was like 50 yards in front of her. And he was like, I got it back fixed by the time she came around the corner, and we had to like pretend we were just waiting for her.
Oh, that's so
That
funny.
explains so much.
I know. One
His
time,
head was hit on a bike tire 10 times
No, that makes sense.
as a little child. I mean, that is
Yeah, it's
it's
perfect.
all connected.
he actually got me to hit my head like a lot when I was a kid. When I was
Got me too. Like he
Yeah,
egged
like-
you on.
no, like it was like completely his fault multiple times. There was one time we were snowmobiling, and the plow had pushed all the snow into just like the perfect jump
Yeah.
in the world in our driveway. And so we were coming back across the pond. There's like a pond that when it freezes, you can go out on there and like dick around. And he was like, I was sitting between his legs like this. And so there's like the front part of the handlebars on a
Yeah.
snowmobile that's like kind of padded, but like not really. And I'm wearing my new yellow helmet. It was sick. I had a visor on it. And he was like, should we hit this jump? I was like, yeah. And he was like, he just gunned it and like kind of didn't really think about like how it was going to go. And so when we landed like ass first, and it like slammed forward, and my head went into the middle part of the handlebars and popped my visor out. And like nothing happened, but I was furious that my new helmet was broken. So I was like, I'm going to go, like, I like got off to run to tell my mom, like, he broke my helmet. And he said we had like a negotiation in the lawn about like, dude, if you just be cool, like we'll go get a new one. Like, right, you can get whatever one, you can get whatever one you want. And so we like kind of like slapped the visor back on and walked in, but the visor was like shattered. And she was like, what happened? And we made up some story, but I don't know if she knows about that.
She's gonna know now.
Like multiple times, almost like
Clip
killed
this
me.
and send it to her.
Yeah. How many concussions have you had?
I think 2 or 3. I got 2 in the same month. I think I told you that before. No? I was in college. I told my mom I was playing basketball, but the truth I'd been overserved, and I was walking down like a really steep street, and I just ate shit and slammed my head on the concrete. And I woke up like there was like blood on my forehead and shit.
Oh my God.
It was kind of scary. And so then I went to like concussion protocol, and
There's like athletes there.
well, that's the thing. I went to like the school, like the college doctor, and it literally was like the athlete guy. And I was not exactly an athlete at that point, but I was like, I was getting through it. I remember I had like 1 week left, and it was Easter. There was this all-time moment where we had planned this trip to my parents' house in Maine for Easter with all my friends. My like parents were gone. And the doctor had told me like the 3 things I had been running a lot at that time. So he said no running, no drinking, and no like blows to the head. And we went to Easter like the last week I was supposed to be in the protocol, and I was like, I'm gonna be fine.
You did sprint boxing?
I kid you not. We're in my backyard. I'm running through the yard with a beer in my hand that I was drinking, and someone nailed me in the head with a football. And we were like, that was all 3 in 1. I was running.
You ran
got
the
hit in head.
gauntlet.
And then I was actually supposed to be cleared. I had an intramural frisbee game, and I was like, I'm not going to play in this intramural frisbee game because I'm getting cleared tomorrow. And I was just on the sideline throwing a frisbee back and forth, and my friend Maggie threw it over my head, and I was chasing it backwards, and I tripped on a bench and hit my head into the brick wall in the stadium. And went in the next day, and he like evaluated me. He was like, yeah, this is like worse than the first one.
Oh my God.
No.
So it was like my whole spring of my junior year of college, I was like in and out of a concussion.
Oh.
But God saves his toughest battles for his strongest warriors.
Oh,
And then I had one maybe last year too when I fell off a scooter.
yeah. Speaking of like, hitting your head,
Yeah.
same brunch on Sunday. We're sitting there, and there's this kid kind of like rocking, and like you find that perfect pivot point on the chair.
Yep.
And I was like, why are his parents like, this was just a disaster waiting to happen.
Yep.
And no one's stopping it. And then you see him, and because he's doing the like bounce thing where he like comes back and then hits the table and bounce, whatever. And he just gave it like the biggest push I've ever seen.
How old is this kid?
6, 7.
Yep.
And he just went like ass over tea kettle, went all the way back, smacks his head on the ground, and like everyone in the restaurant like rushes over to him as if this wasn't a thing that like I could have seen this coming 20 minutes before it happened. And so he obviously, because everyone around him is panicking, he starts panicking and has like kind of a mini freak out. And he was like a celebrity for the rest of brunch because you were like got to watch this whole thing happen.
Yep.
And then when he's leaving, he was kind of like I think he probably got a concussion. And we were talking about it like, if you're a parent and you like freak out when your kid gets hurt, like they freak out. But have you ever seen those parents that like the kid takes the biggest spill and no one acknowledges it, so the kid like doesn't like? I think if you just parent them in a way where like when they take a spill, you're like, are you okay? Instead of being
Yeah.
like they don't freak out.
Yeah, I agree.
Like I like those videos where they're
My
holding a
parents used to
baby.
just spit on me and kick me. And say, bet it hurts now, fucker.
Did you guys get?
I'm just kidding. They never did that. And my dad's going to listen to this podcast and be like, what the hell? Why did you say that?
Did you guys ever get soap in the mouth or like spanked or anything?
Soap in the mouth, maybe. I think because my mom's parents were very strict,
Yeah.
but she was like just the nicest woman. But every once in a while, I think it was like a new thing would happen and she didn't have the parenting tools for it. And so
Yeah.
she would like go to revert to like what happened to her and then realize like, oh, wait, what?
Yeah, we had a timeout chair
Yep.
that I was very scared of that they would make me go sit in. But in retrospect, it was like the comfiest chair we had in our house.
Yeah.
And I always thought that was funny.
Well, it's just because you're confined to that.
Yes, even though like chilling there wouldn't be bad at all. But you ever see that there's a Monty Python sketch where they're like, we sentence you to the comfy chair. She's like, no, not the comfy chair. It's just like a silly thing they do on. And so it's like it was like online before it was on TV. And they would do this sort of silly joke with
Nice.
one another. And
What's TV?
Yeah, it would take me so long to explain. It's like a movie for shorter guys. Shorter length guys. Shorter.
It's movies for guys with no girth.
It's like a movie with a guy with like a tiny shaft, I guess.
Ours was the third step on the stairs.
Dude, I was
You couldn't sit on the first or
bottom
second.
of my stairs.
And it was torture. Because it was just like you couldn't fully get your foot on the ground. And it would be like, I think it was like the longest I ever sat in there was like 15 minutes. Yeah. But I remember just sitting there and being like, when I get off this fucking stair, all hell's going to break
You ever know
loose.
about when Tim Donnellan executed the triple carry? No. So my brother and sister and I, our bedrooms were on the third floor of our house. And there's this like kind of big, tall, long staircase up to it. It was pretty steep. And like my dad, I guess, growing up with my brother and sister would do the double carry where you like take one over each arm and take them up to bed. But my brother's 7 years older and my sister's 9 years older. So by the time I come around,
Right.
one of them's 9, one's 7. Those are pretty big human beings. So apparently there's only one documented ever. And like I had my own room until I was like 2 or 3 and then I moved in with my brother, or like 3 or 4 maybe, I don't know. So there's only one documented ever triple carry that he executed in like 2005 that
He's the GOAT.
Went down, like he would literally talk about
It's
it
in the
like 5 years
annals in
later. It's like,
history.
Mary Pat, remember when I did the triple carry? She's like, oh yeah, that was so hot. Shut up.
Oh, that was probably so fun for your siblings having like a little baby brother.
Yeah, apparently my sister sobbed when she found out I was a boy, but then also was like I think I was like really mean to her as like a little kid. Like she always wanted just to love me and hug me, and I would like scream when she picked me up. So I feel a little bit of guilt for that, but I don't know. I didn't do it. I mean, I don't remember doing it. And then I was a terror to my brother in his teenage years, narking him out for drinking and stuff.
Yeah, I remember finding out my oldest sister smoked weed and just being like, I gotta do something. Like, I gotta put a stop to this.
Yep.
Like, she's gonna die.
I found a grinder of weed on my brother's nightstand, and I had no idea what it was. And I like looked at this thing when I was going to bed. I was like, what the hell is this little like container of oregano? Like, I actually had no idea.
So I'm getting into cooking.
I went to bed, and then years later, he like something came up with like weed, and I was like, it like all clicked, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh! And I was like, Mom, 2 years ago, November 4th, 8 p.m., I found a container of it.
I had a similar one where
I was like 15.
My sister would keep weed in her center console of her car, and she wouldn't take me. She wouldn't give me a ride somewhere, and I was just like, "All right, like last chance to give me a ride." She was like, "Nope," and I was just like, "Mom, there's weed in Kara's center console." She was like, "What? No, don't. No." She was like, "We're not those type of people. Like, we're not gonna like rat on each other. That's odd. That's odd. Like, I'll talk to your sister, but like, that's weird that you're one of those." They used to dress me up in like dresses and stuff.
Yeah.
And my sister posted a video of me dancing on YouTube one time, like in like women's clothes.
Yeah.
And it got like 10,000 views, which like at the time was like just a career ender. And I had a tough time at keeping that one off people's radar at school.
My brother uploaded a video in 2008 that got over 100,000 views.
Jesus.
Oh, wow.
And it was called I don't even know if I can say this word. Wanksta rap.
It's all about
Now you all
jerking it.
listen up to my wanksta rap. You might try to say that it is crap, but you know it's not. In fact, it's hot. If you think that's not the word, you're really absurd. It was him and Jimmy Wallace just spitting bars.
100K. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah,
was pretty crazy.
which that was like very
Yeah,
early YouTube.
yeah.
Like there weren't enough videos,
Yeah.
and it was like it was the talk of the town, man.
I saw a video of the YouTube founders like a couple months into it coming out, and they were like just talking about how they didn't think it was going to be. They were like,
I just saw that video.
40
Yes.
videos uploaded, and they're just like, no one is using this.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember the very first YouTube video?
Going
of
to the zoo?
Was that the zoo?
Yeah.
I was trying to remember what it was.
I just saw that this week.
There was a video. There's a video of me that I think inevitably will come out if this keeps going the way it's going. And I just want to get out ahead of it. I may have already gotten out ahead of this, but I went as a Rasta for Halloween one year, and I got like these dreadlocks. I thought they were the coolest thing in the world. I was like 8, and I was like, you know who else has dreadlocks? Lil Wayne, and he had just dropped Bedrock, so it was. I used to listen to that like when I would go to sleep. Like I was obsessed with Bedrock.
Oh, I love that song.
I was like, let's make a Bedrock music video. And so I'm in the dreadlocks. So I didn't do blackface, but I did black hair and uploaded an entire full-length music video of me as Lil Wayne to Bedrock.
You're also 8, so I can't.
Yeah.
really
No, I think you're going down for this.
Yeah. I just want to say to all...
Eight's old enough, man. When I was 8, I was reading scholar
reading
novels.
scripture.
Reading scripture. I was reading. There's there's pictures of me with like me and my dad used to dress up with sombreros and mustaches for the Jets when Mark Sanchez was winning all those playoff games, and those pictures are very much still out there. So
I think that's more damning for Danelle and Tube Plus than you.
yeah, the Nellen 2 Plus.
We wanted to take a second to let you know about our go-to personal care brand, Everyman Jack. I use a lot of Everyman Jack. I'll tell you a little bit.
You need a lot of it.
All right. I'll tell you a little bit about my morning this morning. I woke up, got in the shower. I have a rotation of 4 different body washes because they sent us a bunch, and I'm a greedy little boy. But I use that. Then I use the 3-in-1 or 2-in-1. I can't remember what it is. The shampoo and conditioner. It's 2-in-1.
2-in-1, yep.
I just counted. The 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner gets me feeling right. I get out of the shower. I throw on the aluminum-free, the red one. I think it's cedarwood or sandalwood.
Yep.
That I'm wearing it right now. You can probably smell it from here because I smell like $1 million. I've talked about this before. I've used Everyman Jack since I was a kid because I used to get rashes in my armpits, and my mom switched me to Everyman Jack, and the rashes went away and they never came back. Everyman Jack is the clean men's care brand specifically made for guys. From body wash to deodorant, hair to beard care, they've got everything you need to look, smell, and feel great without breaking the bank.
Guys, give Everyman Jack a shot today and head to Walmart, Target, or Amazon to pick up your next body wash and stick of deodorant. Try Everyman Jack today.
This podcast is brought to you by Chubbies. Spring is almost here, so it's time to shake off those heavy layers and bust out those beautiful thighs, boys. Whether you're on spring break, heading to a backyard barbecue, playing a round of golf, or delivering a podcast ad read, Chubbies has the styles for any spring occasion. With a variety of bright and comfortable polos and high-quality thigh-exposing shorts, Chubbies has the style to fit whatever spring vibe you're going for.
I want to say I love the original stretch shorts. Sometimes I get crazy and get the 4-inch inseams, which I know you say might be too much skin because my body rocks too much. I don't think so, and I don't think people out on the Venice Boardwalk think so. I like to walk there, big long strides with my 4-inch inseam Chubbies original stretch shorts, and the ladies love it even more. If you thought the deal couldn't get any sweeter, prepare to be proven wrong in the best way possible. For a limited time only during the Chubbies Spring Break Sale, all shorts and swimwear is 35% off, with select styles up to 65% off. Now that is how you do spring break. So head over to chubbyshorts.com, take advantage while you can. Don't blend in with the crowd. Stand out with Chubbies. Let's get back into the episode.
I went to dinner last night with my mom.
Dinner. Oh, Ospie.
Oh, you went to Aussieland.
Of course.
Aussieland.
My favorite, and I got like the greatest waiter of all time. His name was Chris.
Mm-hmm.
He was just killing it. Very cool. Like we were talking about, I was telling my mom a story about Negronis.
Story about Negronis. It's like a guy you know.
I was at dinner a couple weeks ago, and the guy asked me what gin I wanted in my Negroni.
Yeah.
And I had never considered what alcohol was in a Negroni, and I don't like gin. And I was like, gin in my Negroni? Like I knew what was in a Negroni, and he was like, yeah, that's what's in them.
I thought it was whiskey or...
No, apparently it's gin.
What's a Negroni? I don't even know.
It's like Campari gin. It's like a red drink. It's kind of bitter. It's lovely. You'd like it.
I don't think I would like that at all.
Okay,
And-
I always mix up a Negroni and a Manhattan.
Yep. And so I learned that I apparently do like gin, just in a Negroni. So I was telling her this awesome story, and our waiter like appeared out of thin air, and he was like, "Did somebody say Negroni? Can I get you guys started with a couple?" And we were like, yes, you can. I like this guy." And then he was bringing us free food. He was cool. Everything was quick, just all around great waiter.
Yeah.
And I thought we were hitting it off, which we were. I hadn't considered maybe he's just like good at like wooing the guest.
Yeah.
And then I look over and he has this other table like cracking up. The rage that I got filled with when I saw like another table having fun with Chris.
Yeah.
It was the most mad I've been ever. I looked over and he hit this old woman with like a zinger, and she like almost fell out of her chair, and I was like, "You whore. That's my man." I was furious.
Yeah.
It was kind of like when you found out Dr. Vu.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
It was the most mad I've ever been in my entire life.
Yeah, that is really brutal.
It felt like
Same thing with your babysitter too.
yeah. It felt like getting
Yeah.
cheated on. It felt like getting cheated on, but 100 times worse.
Well, that's like when I walked in here and Lauren was recording another podcast yesterday.
Is that true?
Yeah, with two way hotter guys.
Maybe.
What do you have to say?
They were
for
doing
yourself?
sayings that do exist.
I have more fun with you guys.
But they're just eye candy.
Yeah.
You have a side pod? What's your side
Sometimes.
pod?
Have a side pod. It's an elevator pitch.
Wait, what was I gonna say?
I
I
fall
don't remember
apart.
actually, but
What?
nah, nothing.
What?
No, I don't have anything to say.
We should clip that.
I don't have anything to say.
No, man, nothing.
Wait,
okay.
Were you in here when he was reading the prank call option?
Nope.
Because it's your turn.
I'm done. Did you hear I saw Gone Girl?
For the first time?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I thought it was a chick flick.
Oh,
that's why I had never seen
chick
it.
Flick.
Not that I. Well, I don't really. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just thought it was girl. It had girl.
So you don't like girl movies?
Like my sister grew up like making me watch like 27 Dresses and shit, and like I don't.
Yeah.
That ain't gonna do it for me, and that's what I thought Gone Girl was. Turns out, it's not, and it's got that rugged, sexy, the town energy that I like. Out
Ben
of a movie.
Affleck.
Bingo.
He's
Rugged, sexy, the town energy. Yeah. I watch Gone Girl for the rugged, sexy, the town energy.
This sort of detached, might be a psychopath, sexy hunk.
I like
vibe.
hate him in that movie though.
Yeah, he comes off as pretty. Well,
But I
they
feel like
both
you're kind of supposed to.
Wait,
yeah.
why?
He's just
He's like so. He's like.
So what happens? I haven't
it's a
seen
weird
it.
movie. I haven't seen it in a
Okay,
while.
this is the part of the podcast where we spoil Gone Girl. As a heads up,
If you haven't,
If you haven't seen Gone Girl, skip 2 minutes ahead.
his wife goes missing, and he gets framed. Or he's like the top suspect, and everyone thinks that he killed her, and then it basically comes out that she left and framed him for killing her
Why did she do that?
because he was cheating on her, and she had found that out. And it was a loveless marriage.
well, if you like,
And he was cheating on her with Emily Ratajkowski.
oh,
You know
I
she
forgot
hooked up with
that.
Gibby
Emily Ratajkowski
on iCarly.
on iCarly.
I feel like
Well,
that-
her character hooked up with Gibby on
She
iCarly.
was on iCarly.
Look up
Yeah,
Emily
yeah.
Ratajkowski. It's the funniest clip of all time. That might be
Overstatement.
go to videos.
well, if you liked Gone Girl, you should watch Girl on the Train.
It's
Okay.
so funny.
is that,
She's
is that another
dating.
chick flick?
If you like Gone
Chick
Girl,
flick,
you're gonna
yeah.
love this episode of iCarly. Go to videos.
Oh, and Neil Patrick Harris is in it, but he's not gay.
The bottom one.
Look, I really appreciate you coming over here. How long are you gonna keep me waiting?
Who's she? Who's you?
Wait, so she was like a child actress?
She's just a friend. Give me 2 seconds.
no, literally just in this. Like I've never seen her.
Okay. Who is that?
That's awesome.
Tasha.
And you're on a date with her?
Yeah.
Well, what's wrong with her?
Nothing.
All right, we get it. But Gibby's in a velour tracksuit and is presumably hooking up with Tasha.
Gibby
That's awesome.
Soprano. Remember how insane it was when Sam and Freddie kissed?
Yeah, on the balcony.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. You didn't have TV.
I didn't have it. I've never seen the show.
All right, should we do the permitting division of the building department? Oh,
Yeah.
wait, we should do our roadmap.
Buckle
Roadmap.
in your seat. Hit the road. It's a roadmap.
Time. Roadmap time. Buckle in your seat. Hit the road. It's roadmap time. Roadmap time. Presented by. Should we just call our shot with a sponsor? Then they have to sponsor us.
Falcons are winning the Super Bowl. Oh, for what?
That's a rule of podcasting. If you say something's presented, we just say it's presented by someone and then we invoice them. All right, welcome to the roadmap presented by.
Oh, I feel like we shouldn't do that.
Presented by Driscoll's Strawberries.
We'll get in
Yes.
trouble.
All right, we have a lovely episode today.
Then we dilute the importance of our actual sponsors.
We have actual sponsors.
I think so. I think so.
What? We've just been faking it till we make it.
Cheers.
We create a sense of jealousy amongst like other other brands by just making up that we're sponsored.
Yeah, making up all these.
None of these are real, but these are all
brands that-
companies we secretly started.
Yeah.
All right, we have a lovely episode for you guys today. We're going to do the permitting division of the building department where we call your parents and tell them that they did something wrong to the house.
Yep.
We're going to have to change it. And then we're going to hear your pitches followed by our pitches. And then we're going to do everyone's favorite segment, Teach Me Something. Then we are going to do This Guy Rocks, This Guy Rocks, This Guy Rocks Today.
Hey.
We're going to teach you guys cool ways to say everyday things. And then we're going to tell you new ways to say you're drunk.
Love it.
All right.
All right. Wait. First, I have the permitting.
You have the permitting.
Wait. Where is which
Jack,
one?
do you want to read it again?
Yep.
Okay.
I'll read it again for you, Willie.
Is it the one Lauren texted?
Yeah.
The permitting division of the building
Building
department.
Is it a prank call? My dad recently moved around a ton of
Yeah.
dirt on our land in our town, Chapel Hill, North Carolina. I guess we live near gas lines, so tell him to do the gas lines. We got to move all the dirt back to where it was and get that out of there or something. His name is Joshua. Hi, is this Mr.?
No.
Well, I'm gonna have to say we'll just bleep it.
Someone made a comment in the last prank call, "Where's Minnesota?" and you guys were doing Southern accents, or whoever made the call.
God forbid.
God forbid.
A Southern gentleman makes his way up to the land of the lakes.
Oh, Jane is probably gonna move back to Charleston like permanently
Really?
because
Wow.
when she leaves Boston.
Permanent?
Because she's
Permit?
Permanent division?
because she's
Wait, where? When?
in like August or September.
Oh,
Because
wow.
she's been doing travel nursing for the last like 3 years, and
Yeah.
she's ready to just like stop traveling. And
So she's going to MSC? That's like one of my
yeah,
best friends from college. Is a
yeah,
nurse
she
there.
loved that hospital and like
What
just
like part of it? she
Mrs.
worked?
Charleston. She lived in what
No, I
is
mean,
it?
like-
Mount
Her work.
Mount Pleasant?
Mount Pleasant.
Mount
probably.
Pleasant. Wait, say that again.
Like what type of nurse is she? Or does she-
Pediatrics.
Okay. Nice.
All right. Permitting division.
He moved a bunch of dirt on our land. He moved around a bunch of dirt.
Yeah, I don't
okay.
really get it.
He like moved a bunch. What do you mean?
Is this her dad?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, my balls.
Is my name Michael or
Michael?
Nathan.
are we all Michael?
Nathan.
No, aren't you Mark?
I don't know.
Hello.
Hi, is this Mr.
Yes.
Hi, my name is Mike. I'm with the permitting division of the building department here in Chapel Hill. Did you recently move a bunch of dirt around on your property?
Recently?
Yeah. We just got some reports. We're just worried about interference with gas lines. We just can't have like big piles of dirt being moved around too much.
No.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
all right.
Like the only problem I sent in a report like several months ago. You're talking about the gas line that runs behind my property?
I believe so. Yes, sir.
Yeah. I've got like with the change of that pipeline over the years, I know that was replaced. I don't know what year, but so much water runs in that Everett Branch Creek that runs adjacent there. I don't even have access to my 5 acres behind my property because of all the water. It's washed out my bridge, so I haven't moved anything, but the water has.
All right. Well, that makes sense.
That might be what you're referring to. Because
Yeah.
I've got a 10-foot cliff in front of my bridge now because the water, just the amount of water that runs through through that creek, and yes. So if that's what you're referring to, the answer is yes. I haven't moved it, but the water has.
So you said it's about a 10-foot cliff?
Oh yeah, it's washed out.
All right. Well, we might need to come in and take a few inches off that then, because that feels a little bit steep for a cliff now.
Take a few inches off of it. The dirt needs to be added.
Okay. We got plenty of dirt if we could bring more dirt.
Dude, you would. I mean, yeah, because it's just washing closer and closer to the gas line. And that's important to y'all. But what's important to me is that'd be great if y'all could fill it in. And I'm going to actually build a retaining wall to help that problem. But if y'all could fill it back in with dirt so I could get to my property, bro. It needs to be jumpable.
Perfect. Yeah, we can.
Put you on my prayer list.
Yeah, I will see what we can do. Yeah, we got a little bit of a dirt shortage, but we are working on it. So I will see what we can do and get some guys out there.
Yeah, could you keep me posted since you have my contact information?
Yeah, absolutely, we'll do.
And you know where I'm talking about, right?
Yes, sir. Right behind the property.
Okay. Do you mind if I get your name and number?
Michael. Yeah, my name is Michael.
Okay.
My last name
Yeah.
is
go ahead.
Featherstone. FEATHERSTONE.
Okay.
Yes, sir. And my number is 8.
Man, I appreciate the call, but yeah, if you couldn't take anything away, but if you could add, that'd be great.
All right. We'll do.
See what I'm talking about. Thanks, brother.
Yes, sir. Take care.
Right here.
What did I just do? I don't know. I was trying all sorts. He wanted more dirt.
That makes me want to cry. This has been on his prayer list at church.
No. He said he'll put Will on his prayer list at church.
That's the worst prank call of all time.
The funniest prank call of all time, where welcome back to the permitting division of the building department, where we call you and actually have a conversation about things that we can't fix.
I guess the prank is that I'm not gonna bring him dirt.
Right. Should we call
I feel like a
right
piece
now?
of shit.
Yeah, call her right now.
Coop.
Oh my god.
Okay, let me find it.
I didn't know what to give. Michael Featherstone.
You didn't even say like
Was that a
one
random
joke.
number?
I was trying. I was like, we might have to take a few inches off.
I got like a 10-foot cliff. I'm like, what? You have what now? Is the cliff jumpable?
I felt bad like fucking with him too much.
Oh yeah.
I probably should have just fucked with him.
Yeah, because now you like got him all excited. He was like, "Oh man, that is gonna just really help me out." Also, actually, don't feel bad because he lied to you. He moved the dirt around. And
Yeah,
and he was just like,
my
"Nope."
God.
He stuck to his guns. The water has.
Oh, he was so nice. You FaceTiming him?
It was so nice.
So nice.
Why did I do that? I should have fucked with him. I got nervous.
I know you. I feel like they need to start ending with saying.
Yo, I just called your dad.
Wait, Will.
Holy shit.
Will, put it.
Yo,
in
what's
the,
up?
Put it in the.
I just called
Are
your.
we on the pod?
Yeah.
Yo, what's up?
What up, dude? I called your dad and he was cracked. I got so put in a blender that I told him we are gonna bring him more dirt, and then he was he got really like excited, and he said he's gonna put me on his prayer list, and then asked for my name and number, and then was like, "Thank you." It was the worst prank of all time because I think he thinks that I'm gonna bring him dirt now. I don't know. I got really nervous, man.
Oh my god.
So
Okay.
just wanted to let you know. You should let him know that I'm not gonna bring him dirt. I feel bad.
Okay. Yeah, my dad loves dirt.
Oh no.
He was talking.
Funny.
Yeah.
I sent it in so long ago to Lauren.
Yeah.
That I thought it was never gonna happen.
Dude, I know.
So
I responded, and then
I told my mom about it last night, and I was like, I'm so upset because like I thought, like me and all my friends were so excited for them to call my dad, and she was like, don't let him call him.
I didn't even fuck with him that much because he was like, yeah, well, we got this now we got a fucking 10-foot cliff. And I was like, I don't know. I was like, well, we're going to bring more dirt. And then I thought that he would be like, no, I don't want more dirt. But he was like, oh yeah, more dirt would be great. So then I was just like, yeah. Anyway, yeah, just let him know because I feel bad that he's going to be expecting more dirt.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Oh.
All right.
Word.
It'll be out
Cool.
on Monday.
Cool. Awesome.
All right.
Great
Say hi.
talking to you guys.
Wait.
Later, brother.
Sorry. Sorry about your
Peace.
dad.
Awesome, peace.
Bye.
Oh
Aw.
my God.
He was nice.
Yeah, it almost would have been better if you were like a dick.
I know.
You were just like, yep, we can do that. We can fix that right up for you. All right,
One of
should we
the
do
worst
some-
prank callers ever.
should we do-
I don't even know, like, what even was that?
What's
I don't
next?
even
We,
know
like,
what.
call a pizza place and like place a big order,
I don't even know what the
and then
joke.
pick it up.
I don't even know what the joke was.
All right, should we hear some pitches, Lauren?
Yeah. The last one actually was so funny with the shower head.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't even hear it.
Oh yeah. I don't even know if she. Whatever.
We said we had to put the shower head on the floor and then had to spray him upwards. Because then it's technically a sprinkler.
All right. Pitches.
That's great.
Wait, so you literally didn't hear any of it?
He like blacks out when I do it.
Oh no, I was
Like,
hysterically
I can
laughing.
kind of do it, but when someone else is doing it, I like can't listen.
All right.
Oh my God.
I have to
Sign documents.
Oh.
bleep,
Good.
bleep that.
Bleep that and replace it with
Score.
sign documents.
Oh, I really have to sign some documents.
All right.
I have to handle some paperwork.
Pensions. First pitch is from Cal Smith.
Wow.
Strong name.
Attaboy C. Smith.
I like the name Cal. It's a cool name. All right. Cal says, "What up, low dog and the life-size little guys? What is the worst part about being drunk?"
You can't, like, you're just wherever you are, you're stuck there because you can't drive anywhere.
Waking up and feeling like you're the worst person ever.
Yeah. The anxiety.
Cal says, "Embarrassing drunk texts. May I introduce you to drunk two-step verification? This is similar to signing into Google on a new device when they make you confirm that it's you. Once you get the app, tag people in your contacts that you would be embarrassed to send a bad drunk text to. Your phone will hear you crack open your first cold one, and if you text one of those contacts, it won't... Wait, where'd I go? Oh, it won't send until you perform some sort of skills challenge. Alternatively, you can assign one of your sober buddies to get a code to sign off on your text. Much love from the great state of Massachusetts. Thanks for getting me hyped for Mondays and Wednesdays. You guys rock."
All right. I love that
I
so
like that
much.
a lot. I'm excited by the prospect of the skills.
I am too. I have one hole to poke in it.
Hit me.
He is implying that that like you're gonna know who it is, which is usually true. Where you're like, okay, can't text these like 8 people, but like sometimes I'll wake up after like a big night and be like, what? How did I send that to that person? Like it'll be like someone I went to like middle school with.
Yep.
And we had like a full dialogue.
Yep.
Like the thought of being able to foresee who you're gonna want to text is almost an impossible task.
Yeah, agreed. It's
What kind of skills would you need?
but that's also it's like you have to like set your phone up and like do like I don't know, like a
Cartwheel.
Maybe I guess you could do the ABCs backwards.
I can't even do that sober.
I know that one feels so hard.
That one that's like the
Should we try it?
Yeah.
Wait.
Z Y X R.
No.
R.
R?
I don't know. It's as far as
Z Y X W T V
No, yeah.
V U T S R Q P.
See, I would have no idea if you were even right.
Yeah, I have no
but
idea.
Sounds good.
N.
Okay, my problem with this
ML.
pitch... Good. My problem with this pitch is that...
H-I.
Okay.
That was good.
You'd be in the drunk tank already.
H.
I don't really go on my phone when I'm drunk. Like, I need this for real life conversations and like people.
I actually kind of agree with
like,
that.
I don't want to say things and talk and
I feel like I don't. I
don't
actually like go on my phone way less when
same.
I'm drinking.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice.
Yeah, but like once you have a moment to yourself, you're like,
Yeah.
who's gonna feel my wrath?
I feel like I feel like it's more IRL, which is sometimes scary because then there's no like paper trail.
Yeah.
Which is nice, I guess, in theory, but then it's like you can overthink.
Don't know what I
things that
said.
weren't bad. I mean, you were really bad on Saturday.
I had so much anxiety after
Wait, really?
after Lauren's party. Yeah.
Same.
I was joking. You guys were totally fine. Both.
Really?
Yeah, I was with you the whole time.
That's
And I guess
what-
I left unless the last hour went like insane. I left at like midnight, and you guys were fine.
That's what Flan tried to tell me. She was like, "What? No." I was like, "I was so bad last night," and she was like, "What? No, I was with you the entire night. Like
Yeah.
you didn't." I was just worried. The having to make an announcement twice and then stick to my guns was like that was the most embarrassing.
I don't think
That wasn't
anyone
bad
thought
at
of that.
all.
And they all knew who you
Yeah,
were.
like
they're all
90% of the party
friends.
knew you.
Oh, I have one thing that I said was bad. Not
Okay.
bad, but Ryan brought like the 2 coolest friends ever.
They were nice.
And one of them was wearing like a really long pink wig.
Yeah.
And like that makes anyone look like not good. And then he took it off to adjust it and he was like very handsome when he took the wig off. And what I meant to say was like something along the lines of like I wasn't expecting you to be this. It was a weird comment to make regardless, but I basically was like, "Oh, that wig really threw me for a loop. Like I didn't think you were going to be handsome."
That seems normal.
Oh,
That's fine.
okay. Then never mind. I have
I
nothing
feel like
to worry
that's
about.
a
That's like what I would want to hear.
Yeah.
Oh, when I looked over at Ryan, he was like, "What?"
That's funny.
Oh wait, I actually
Those pictures of me were myself were cracking
I was
me up.
dying.
I looked way more ridiculous than I thought
Did
I
you
did.
see the one Mia took of you at Hanano?
Oh,
Yes.
we need your photos.
Come see what's new at BetMGM. Score bigger when you win with boost tokens, odd boost tokens, and more. And even if your bet doesn't hit, we've got you covered with no sweat tokens. And that's not all. Sign up with BetMGM today, and you'll have access to countless betting options, including new look, same game parlays, teasers, live bets, and so much more. Take advantage of these offerings and be sure to use bonus code Playdate when you sign up with BetMGM.
That's code Playdate when you sign up with BetMGM. Let's get back into the episode.
I have another pitch.
Oh, perfect.
From the Playmates.
Pitch from the Playmate.
thank
Pitch
you.
from the Playmate. Pitch from the Playmate.
Oh, did you know that the Australian accent is just a drunk British accent, apparently?
Really?
Because they, like, exiled other guys to, like, Tasmania. Let them go down there, and they had, like, a bunch of alcohol.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And their accent just developed into a drunk accent.
It's funny.
Don't fact check me on that, though.
Okay.
Will not.
All right.
That'd be a cool name. Will not. William not.
There's a book, there's a show out right now called Will Trent. It's kind of funny that my buddy Trent and I are like, what the hell? That's us. All right.
All right. Thank you, Cal. Next pitch is from
Trent's really good at skiing. My buddy Trent. He's insane. Sorry.
It's okay. This person doesn't have a name. It's just
Wait, we'll put a picture of Trent at Lauren's party right here. It was Trent's brother.
Oh, that Trent. I was talking about my other buddy
Oh, you have
Trent.
an actual, or you have another?
Yeah, one of
Trent?
my good friends from college is named Trent, and he's insane at skiing.
Cool.
He's also a really nice guy, more importantly.
Yeah. Okay. All right. This is from Is Everyone Okay?
It's not all about his slopes for me.
It's not all about his slopes.
It's not all about the slopes for me, all right?
I went on a first date. Her slopes, insane.
What does that mean? Okay, ready?
Bleep that.
Now we're going to listen to Lauren. New segment where we pay
New
attention
segment where
very...
we-
New segment where they.
Don't give
Discipline.
in to our impulses.
Yeah.
We just actually listen to Lauren.
Okay. Don't know what your name is. It's just the username. Is Everyone
Will.
Okay? Will. What's the worst part about being an adult?
I constantly am learning new things that my parents were taking care of that I didn't notice. They just get like bills for stuff.
Yeah, I would say bills in general.
Bills in general. Like
Nobody cooked
you
me
have to
dinner.
like keeping an eye on my credit score, stuff
Yeah.
like that.
All good. He says you can't be in a womb. Introducing the adult womb.
That's not exclusive to being an adult. Any stage of life.
Hear me out. It's just a giant orb that you float in. You don't have to eat or drink or think. You're just curled up in the warm embrace of a womb with no obligation to do or say anything. You're just vibing. Could partner with Spotify to play your favorite tunes. Long day at work, plug in and curl up in the adult womb.
Sounds great.
That sounds awesome. Does it like feed you through like osmosis?
Sure.
No, I think it's through like the intestine.
I love it. I just worry about getting all wet.
Yeah, I don't know if I actually... What about bed?
Bed is adult womb.
Bed is adult womb?
You can create I create a womb like every Sunday. I put my blinds all the way down.
Yeah.
Get my room as dark as possible. Put on How I Met Your Mother and get under the covers.
I gotta get new blinds. The blinds that like come with an apartment, like mine suck.
They're
I need to
ass.
yeah, I need to get new ones.
All right, I love it.
I got blinds that just came with the apartment.
Are they good?
Nope.
Yeah, they're
Don't
like.
they like barely stop the
So-
sun?
Are they
so
like
bright.
the plastic ones? That,
Yeah. In the
Oh,
morning.
I thought yours were like the sheer like linen one where it's just like the sun like still.
that was my last apartment.
Oh.
But my new one, it's plastic ones. But it's if I turn left, it's so bright. So I have to sleep like this so that the bright doesn't get me.
Do you guys are you the bright doesn't get you? Are you guys back sleepers, side sleepers?
Side, I curl up like this.
back and fetal.
I always start on my stomach and then it starts,
On your stomach?
yeah, then it starts to hurt my back.
Really bad for your back.
I
Wait,
know,
how's it?
and that's why
Where
I
do you
think
put your mouth?
Oh, you put your arm like this.
it's
I do
so
that sometimes.
comfy. It's
Yeah.
like you're like this, but it's really bad for your back. And I've been doing it for quite a long time. And I'm trying to undo that habit.
I've never done it.
All right. What is the hardest thing about becoming a baller?
Letting go of the people who bring you down.
Your muscles are sore.
No, like a money baller.
Like Brad Pitt.
Jonah Hill? No, like
You get me.
it's expensive. Being a baller is expensive. Introducing Baller Share.
Okay.
split the cost of baller things with other people who can't afford to be ballers.
Okay.
So like you and I can't afford nice things yet, but if we all pitched in, we could afford the baller lifestyle. So Rolex, yup. New whip, yup. You get access to one baller thing a week to flex around town, and it's just like a rotating thing.
I like that.
It's still expensive.
Yeah.
But you like, I own 1/52nd of a Rolex.
Like 1 month of the year, I have a Lamborghini.
1 week of the year I have a Rolex. 1 week of the year I have a Lambo. 1 week of the year
I have a steak.
I have a steak. 1 week of the year I have like a mink coat.
1 week of the year,
It's just
I
a
have
rotating
house.
thing.
A house.
We all pitch it. 1 week of the year you have a house. We're pitching a timeshare now.
I like
But
this.
it's like
Yeah.
you have a new baller thing each week,
I like
and we
that a
all
lot.
split the cost.
Done.
Yeah, I want to share a Porsche with someone.
Yep,
Maybe the
you
three
get
of
it.
us could go in on a big hat.
That'd be funny if the three of us probably could go in on like a nice car and just split it.
I'm down.
Probably, but then it would be hard to like.
Well, you'd get Mondays, Tuesdays.
No,
Will
I
would
would want it on the weekends.
Yeah, I would
you
only
get
want
Saturday,
it on
Sunday?
I would only want it on the weekends. I don't need.
Okay, I'll take the 5 days. You get Saturday, Lauren get Sunday.
Huh?
I'll do.
But you have to pay 5/7 of the cost.
No.
I'll get Fridays. Yeah, I'll get Friday.
Monday
night.
is not equal to Wednesday. Monday's not equal to Saturday.
Can we hash this out later,
Well,
guys?
you can get Sunday afternoon, and I get Friday.
I want
night
Sunday
through
all day.
Sunday morning. I
No,
want Sunday
I
morning.
need Sunday morning.
By the time this has come out, I will have already dog sat Birdie. So we'll put a picture of me and Birdie right here.
Birdie.
Who's that?
Dog.
From
Kara.
Well, I don't know if that's true. Are you gonna have these photos by Friday?
I'll have one photo by Friday.
Oh, cool.
Wait, what were we saying
We're
though?
about splitting the car.
Oh yeah, we split a big hat.
Okay, teach me something, Willie. What? Or sorry,
Rude.
pitch me something.
Remember when you used to always do that?
I have
Just
to
like-
I have to poop so bad. I'm sorry.
We got a lot.
Yeah.
Do you want to go do it?
I have a lot more stuff to get through.
I want to go do it. All right. Play that theme music, and when I come back, I'm going to be 2 pounds lighter. Oh, I feel just so much better.
So this is Rusty after pooping. Well, you imagine you look like totally different. Like you have like 4 hands.
Wow, grape. Pitch me, Willie.
Oh, I got a good one. You tweeting?
No, I'm paying Mia for the Wi-Fi bill.
How much is your Wi-Fi bill?
Well, just this month it was 36 because it was a first fee or whatever.
Do you get charged by the amount of
36? That's not bad at all.
No, it's normally gonna be like 20 a month, but that was just,
Really? I pay 68
in Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
all 3 of you pay $68
total.
Are you like hacking
Oh,
into
total.
the mainframe?
Or you're saying so it's 40.
for it's gonna be 40 total.
I don't think 68 is bad. We have like the highest speed one
Yeah,
too.
we have like a basic one.
Okay, yeah, we got like the highest possible because Jerry
no clue
edits
what mine is.
sometimes.
That makes sense. I thought you
What
meant
do you pay
68
on?
each.
I don't know.
Do you pay it?
Yeah, for sure. Well, because like our utilities, some guys like the bill goes directly to them twice.
Yeah.
So I'm like completing multiple Venmos requests a month, but I don't really.
You don't know what the allocation is. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, ours is like I have to request everyone. It's like 22 each a month. So it's not because it's 3 of us. Yeah, but we got that good shit, bro. You could look up anything. You could look up like the biggest. Think about the big. No, seriously, bear with me. Picture the biggest website of all time. No question.
Wow.
Shit.
Isn't that insane?
Lauren's Wi-Fi confines her to like Bing.
Yeah, she could look up like a tiny website about like ants.
Like a little mouse.
Lauren
Like
only,
a website about a little mouse. Exactly.
Lauren's only goes to Miniclip.
Yeah, she's like, even that might be too many letters. And also Miniclip has Commando and 8-Ball Pool, which is probably too much. And Club Penguin.
Right.
And for, she could probably go to Cool Math Games, though, because that only has like 12 games.
Yeah.
I'm getting all heated again.
Oh, there I go, getting heated again.
I want to say something. Here's my pitch. The speaker shirt. So our friends at Accelerator sent us this. It's a cooler. Do you see this? It's on my desk. It's a cooler with a speaker, Bluetooth speaker built in. I'm like, I like that. Because usually when you're going to the beach, you want a speaker too. This is a good 2-in-1. I'm a slut for 2-in-1s. Sucker, pardon my language. speaker shirt. Sometimes when I don't have headphones, I'll do this thing where I go like this and walk around, because then you don't have to play it very loud and other people can't hear it. But
You do not.
Okay, for our audio listeners, he's resting his phone on his shoulder.
you have to tuck it like in your shirt a little bit. So it's not like often, but like in college sometimes, like if I forgot my headphones and I was walking around, I would just do this.
Really?
Yeah, like I have done this probably 10, 20 times in my life. Not like on the reg.
Wow.
But obviously also like I wouldn't do it in like crowded places because I would look like a freak. But like if I was walking around the pond or something.
Like you do.
Like in college there was a big pond that used to walk around.
Recreating that scene from Good Will Hunting. Well, how often were you walking around ponds?
Like almost every day in college. There was
Wow.
a pond that was on my way to classes for when I lived off campus. Anyway, so I'd put my thing like this, or sometimes I'd use the backpack strap. Anyway, so this would be little speakers that are built into right here in your shirt. You connect to your shirt via Bluetooth, and you can play music at a small, obviously, listen, if you're inside or in the library, you can't do it because people will hear it. But if you're outside walking around and there's no one within 10 feet of you, then it's like headphones, but you don't have to have something stuck in your ear.
I like it. I think you should take it up a notch. If you're gonna have
long sleeve.
If you're gonna have a speaker shirt, like you gotta own it. I think it's like you show up to a party.
Oh,
It has a giant speaker in the middle. It's blasting. Now now everyone congregates around you.
and the bass gives you abs.
And the bass gives you abs.
That's good.
Yeah, I was picturing every thread and like morsel of the shirt being a speaker.
Every morsel?
Not
Like-
a morsel.
Like every little webbing.
The entire shirt is a speaker. No, I'm picturing just two little ones here. But we could do one with the morsel idea. So whatever that morsel thing she was saying, we could try that.
We'll put a picture of it here, but I'm picturing that like LeBron Sprite commercial where his head like comes apart. It might be Drake. But like his head like comes apart. It's all like speakers. Yeah. Then it like goes back in.
Just trying to get a Sprite sponsorship.
Should we do Teach Me Something? What was that? What are you so upset
No,
about?
the thought of that just like made me queasy. Like his head exploding.
Having speaker head?
I have a question.
She gave me that speaker head.
She gave me that speaker head. I said she didn't connect. I have a question. Is Starry just Sierra Mist?
Yes.
Cool.
Starry.
Yeah, they rebranded as
Never
Starry.
heard of that.
They got rid of. When was the last time you saw Sierra Mist?
You haven't.
Like last year.
Nope. At least 3 years.
I've never seen this in my life.
That's not true. It's everywhere.
That's the new Sierra Mist.
It's literally everywhere.
I've never seen this.
Look,
You've never been outside then, because it's everywhere.
Sierra Mist.
you probably never clocked it. You probably thought it was like Sprite or something. Sierra
It's
Mist.
an ice cold Sierra Mist. Oh,
Pulled up a picture.
shotgunning a Sierra Mist.
Like you're like, see?
When I was in middle school, you remember when TFM came out? Total frat move.
I don't remember when it came out, but I remember it existing.
I remember seeing that and thinking like shotgunning was going to be like a big part of college.
Yeah.
And I was like, I need to start getting prepped. And so I would shotgun polar seltzers, which burn so much more than a beer.
Yeah, that's way worse.
But it was almost like resistance training, like sprinters sprint with like that parachute behind them. So when you take it off, they can go faster.
Oh, really?
I got really good at shotgunning beers because it was like, if I can shotgun this like acid water,
It's going to make a beer way.
a beer was like a walk in the park.
When I was in Paraguay, when I was like 14.
Didn't they like smuggle you in there?
No, I had to go hide under the seat when I was crossing the Brazilian border. But that was a different time. But I went back to Paraguay. That was when I was like 8. But when I went back when I was like 15, I lived there for like 6 weeks. And we would play. I was with some Americans, and they would like play drinking games every night. Like we'd play like King's Cup and stuff. But I wasn't drinking, so I would just drink Pepsi for all the drinking games.
How old were you?
Like 14.
Oh.
And
Were you not drinking because you didn't want to or because like your parents were there?
My parents weren't there, and they were like, "You can if you want," but I was terrified of it. I was 14. I don't know. And I mean, yeah, I guess I was a worm. I didn't drink till my senior year of high school. This would have been my freshman year. Yeah.
I started sophomore year. But
What were you doing in high school?
I don't know.
Like big parties happening. You would go, but you wouldn't drink?
No, I didn't really go. Not until my last year.
Interesting.
Then I would go. But I didn't. I was scared of it. I don't know.
I mean, it definitely served you better in the long run, I think. I think the longer you wait, the more...
Yeah, I mean, I would just like, we would just like have, my buddies would come over and we just like play FIFA and build Rube Goldberg machines and shit. It was awesome.
What was your second thing?
We used to build Rube Goldberg machines.
What's that?
Which of course are...
Like, it's like, you know, like this.
Wait, Will, that's like really cute.
As like a junior in high school? That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
I was living for the weekend.
I mean, I kind of just said that in passing. I definitely didn't do it like that many Rube.
Feels like you did it a lot.
That was my first ever viral TikTok. We were featured in the local news for a Rube Goldberg machine I built during COVID.
They were like, that? Local dweebs miss epic party to build children's contraption.
This is in college. You never seen the my goated Rube Goldberg machine?
No. We'll play it right here.
Just Google Wilden Allen Rube. Put Wilden Allen at the beginning of that Google. No, just put Wilden Allen at the beginning. I bet that news article comes up. Yeah. Family with Lancaster ties goes viral on TikTok for Rube Goldberg machine.
Wait, you were like a sophomore in college.
Well,
this was the final boss of my Rube Goldberg machine.
Wait, let me read the beginning. While some people binge watch Netflix or clean out their space cabinets, other people like Wilden Ellen, 19, and his brother and father are getting creative. Aw. How many engineers and campaign finance directors does it take to pour a beer? The answer is 3. Wait, how cute.
Yeah.
Well, others were getting laid. Did not.
Wait, is there not a link to the video?
Oh.
Oh, wait, it ends with it pouring a Yingling?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Oh, wait.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Is that...
I have a group chat.
Oh, my mom. Yeah, my mom was so mad that I put the screenshot of our text. This is uncool and unfair. 11:45. It is over.
Oh.
Wait. She was upset that you were taking too long building it?
Yeah. Or testing it. Wait. Oh, there it was.
I'm trying to
Wait, but also look. Denellen says he hopes to make more TikTok videos like this. Wait, but
you did it.
Scroll down.
I'm trying to find the video.
It's right at the bottom.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think Sam wants another beer. Yeah, just one more.
Isn't that sick with the subwoofer?
This is sick.
Wait, this is insane.
Then it pulled a string that had this whole like lever on it that triggered the garage door button.
I'm incredibly impressed.
Thank you.
Wait, wow.
But like it only has like 1,000
I was about
likes.
to say, I don't want to kick you while you're up.
Yeah, kick me.
It has 800 likes.
I know. But okay, so what happened is I posted it the first time and it got like maybe 5,000 likes. And then I privated it and reposted it because I was like, I think it could do better. But still, the news thing was like the guy just like it came across his page. And
That's awesome.
yeah.
I think Sam wants another beer.
Yeah, I know.
And so you guys were just shooting basketballs across the house and blasting music, and your mom
It
was
was
like trying to sleep.
11:45 p.m.
I love it.
And then the article comes out because it's
definitely the shirt.
Yeah, that says Lanc. So it was in like we lived in Charleston at this point, but it was in our the Lancaster newspaper.
Yeah.
And my mom was so pissed because she was like, "Oh, great! Now I'm like the fucking bad guy in the local newspaper," and like all her friends are hitting her up, like, "Oh my god!" Like, yeah,
That's so funny.
Aw.
yeah.
Also, I love how your dad is in on it. Like, that's just so.
Well, he was like, yeah, he
wholesome.
loves that shit.
So adorable.
He's an engineer.
That makes sense.
So this was, I mean, honestly, I would probably be, it's not like you guys did this for the first time. Like, what it sounds like is she had to listen to this your entire high school career.
I did probably 5 or 6 of them over the years.
Far too many. Lamps are getting like shattered.
Me and Aiden Gomez made a sick one. I would do it for like projects and stuff.
That's awesome.
I think the coolest part about it is the subwoofer being a vessel to knock the dominoes.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
where it like started on the computer. Yeah. Song aged poorly though.
Should we do Teach Me Something?
Yeah, I would love that.
Teach
me
something.
I'm going to butcher the pronunciation of this,
Okay.
but tardigrades, also known as water bears, can survive in the vacuum of space. These tiny microscopic creatures can endure extreme heat, freezing temperatures, crushing pressure,
and even radiation. When faced with harsh conditions, they enter a state called cryptobiosis, where they dry out.
Is that near Nevada?
What?
Where is that? Is that near Nevada? I'm sorry.
Cryptobiosis, where they dry out and essentially shut down their metabolism. They can survive like this for decades and then rehydrate and return to life as if nothing happened. So there are these little tiny microscopic organisms that, like, if the shit hits the fan, they just shut down and can wait like 100 years and then just
Wow.
Wait,
I kind of want
go
that.
back to life. Isn't that crazy?
I think I've seen or heard of these guys. What are they called again?
Tardigrades.
Tardigrade.
Willy, like you're in like an awkward conversation, you just dry up.
I'm shutting down for 100 years.
I actually don't know if I can look at that.
Why?
Why?
I don't know. Like the
Look at the mouth on that
hole
thing.
is like freaking me out.
You don't like it? It's like a gun.
You don't like its hole?
I love that hole. Wait, oh, they do look kind of like weird, like bears. How big is that? It's like microscopic.
You wouldn't be able to see it.
That's awesome. I do like that.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that is insane. Have you guys ever heard? This one's sort of interactive. Have you ever heard of Zoom Schwartz Profigliano?
No.
So it's become to light recently that this isn't something everyone grew up playing, but this was a game my dad and I and my brother and I used to always. He would always play. Lauren, you got it ready? Mm-hmm. We're gonna play the game. Mm-hmm. So it's just like I say.
So I was trying to make Lauren realize how it feels when she does that, but then she was still on her phone.
I was pranking, imitating you again.
All right, so real quick, the game is if I look at you and say Zoom, then you're up.
Okay.
And if you look at him and say Zoom, then he's up. So you just pass it by saying Zoom. You just can't zoom back to the person that zoomed you.
I feel like I did this in like theater class.
And then if
This
you
is kind of like when we were playing King's Cup at Lauren's and it's like room skirt.
yeah, kind of. And then if you look up and say Profigliano, it goes back to the person that zoomed it to you. And if you say Schwartz and look anywhere side to side, it also sends it back.
All right, so if I zoom Lauren,
Yeah.
she has to zoom you. If you say
She can do whatever she wants.
she can't zoom back to me though because I just zoomed her.
Yeah, but she could Schwartz it and then it will go back to you. Or Profigliano and then it will go back to you.
So both Profigliano and
Schwartz, just go back.
okay,
All right, ready? Zoom.
Zoom.
Schwartz. You lost.
oh, so you can deceive me by looking.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, that's the game Zoom Schwartz
I
Profigliano.
think I did something of that variation, but it wasn't those words.
Well, anyway, so I brought this up to my friends the other day, and they were like, "This is the dumbest game of all time." I was getting clowned to no end.
Zoom
This
Schwartz.
is absolutely ridiculous. This is worse than Old Maid, which is another game that is kind of ass. Anyway, and then I
over
look
to
it
my
up
house, we're all
because
playing-
I Google it. I'm like, "Is this something my dad made up?" And sure enough, there is a massive Wikipedia page about it. And it has the section called Possible Origins that I think is just hysterical. Perhaps the most diabolical version of the game was played in the late 80s at SUNY University of Buffalo.
Is that where he went?
No, but
Oh, that
there's
would
like
be
all
crazy.
these different ones, and it is like all colleges like around where he went to school. It's like the
Is it
game.
a drinking game?
It was a drinking game,
Okay.
yeah. The game began with the 3 standard calls, but then progressively added 5 others. And it was like the final call to be added is the dreaded Morowitz, which returns it to the person who was it 2 turns ago. Oh. I was just crying. Like I could say this Wikipedia page would take you hours to get through.
Oh my
And it's all
God.
these different rules about like in the 70s, Princeton had this innovation, and then in the 80s, SUNY, Buffalo.
Dude, that would be an awesome documentary.
It's insane. Yeah, the game apparently started in 1914 at Towson University.
But the
shout out
Wikipedia
Maryland.
page is Zoom Schwartz
Profigliano. Zoom Schwartz Profigliano.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So anyway.
I want a playmate too, or maybe Lauren could answer this. My sisters went to this summer camp, and they would come back, and they learned this game called like Snaps, where they're like,
Oh, yes.
the game is Snaps, and like I would think of a celebrity.
Yeah.
And they would teach it they would get it to the other person without ever saying anything except for like snaps. And I never figured out how to do it. Does anyone do it?
I think I know how to do it.
Okay.
Do you know how to do it?
No.
Well, I can't do it solo.
Okay, well, we need can you explain it then?
I think it's something like the first word you say is the first consonant, and then you snap through the vowels like A, E, I, O, U. So if I was trying...
Yeah. But I remember being like Tom Cruise, and the first word they said was not T. So I think it has something to do with like, of course,
whatever. You know what I mean? Like second letter. Of course, it would be this person.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. I guess I could be wrong. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then they snapped through it because I remember it being like, I spent hours trying to crack it, like in front of a cork board.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, should we do This Guy Rocks?
This guy rocks.
This guy rocks.
This guy rocks today. Hey.
All right, Lauren, pause this one immediately, and I mean immediately. This is a gentleman by the name of Jamie Goldspink.
Okay.
He is about to play some guitar for us.
Yep.
And I want you to pay attention to his expression while he does this.
Done.
I think that there is a very deep lesson in here that is like if you bring the right attitude to something, that is the most important part.
I agree with that.
Because he is giving it his best shot. Jamie, I don't want to bring you down at all, but he doesn't necessarily hit every note. But he's so happy to be doing it that I think everyone loved it.
Love it. Yep. I like that he's still moving his fingers around the fretboard too. Baby, there ain't no
Wait, pause it. He does when they change keys.
Yeah,
he understands that it's time to change keys, but he can't play the right notes.
You know? I love that.
It's a sick guitar.
What an awesome sweater.
He's got the vibes going.
She's got there's a lot to like about Jamie.
I agree.
Does that guy rock or
that
what?
Guy rocks. All right, I slack mine to Brian. This guy might not rock. I won't lie. This guy might not rock.
All right, what's the caption, Will?
This is baseball player wore this sock a month. I put the sock all the way in my mouth.
Oh.
By living to dream.
I don't know
21.
where he got it.
Oh.
All right, just watch it.
No.
You know how all the comments are always built this FYP brick by brick? Mm-hmm. The top comment on this one is, I did not place this brick. I don't know where he got this from a baseball player, but...
Baseball player wore this a full month. It's so smelly.
Well. I can't watch that.
No, we have to.
I'm sorry.
He can come up for
I just
air.
came up on my For You page. I was like, what is going on?
Ew.
That guy works here. I thought you were going to throw up.
Bro.
I'm not. No. This
William Denellen.
Why would you show this?
William
Ew.
Denellen.
Why?
Why, dude?
I had to see it, so I felt like you guys had to.
But he doesn't rock.
He far from rock. Can I just
I'll concede
say
that he might not rock.
Let's think about
that guy
this.
Sucks.
All jokes aside, the only baseball players that are wearing normal dry fit socks are little league baseball players.
That's also...
Have you considered that this might be a legitimate pedophile?
No, it didn't cross my mind until just now.
Oh.
Well, that was a room clearer.
It
was not his only offense.
Can you go to the one of him in a skirt, Lauren?
Wait,
You have to. I'm sorry, just for me.
What the actual...
Oh my God. Is this...
Wait, no, this is sad. He clearly has a very serious problem.
Yeah. I didn't click on this.
I'm not. I can't.
I guess I'm sorry.
Well...
Your guy next week your guy on Wednesday better fucking rock. Let me tell you that much. You are on thin ice right now.
He's going to knock it out of the park. Don't worry. It's Willy D.
All right, Willy, would you rather start with cool ways to say everyday things or new ways to say you're drunk?
Cool ways to say everyday things.
All right,
I'm very excited about this one. All right. These are cool ways. Sorry. I can't see my... These are cool ways to say everyday things. So I think you say blank, blank.
crying is emptying the feelings tank.
Love it. For lighting a candle, flicking wick.
I like that a lot. Getting a haircut is trimming the hedge.
Like it. Definitely makes me think of puby. Turning on a light is torching bulb.
Nice. Brushing your teeth is cleaning fang.
Brushing your teeth is scrubbing fang. That's kind of crazy.
Beat you to it. Tying your shoes is now lacing boot.
Like that?
I got to lace boot real quick.
That's very good. Doing your laundry, tossing cloth.
Locking the front door is now securing the fortress.
Like that. If you're going to take a nap, you say, I'm going to close up shop for a little.
Like that.
That's all I had.
Turning off the lights is making night.
I like that a lot.
And then I also had taking a shower is cleansing bod. Kind of mailed that one in. and drinking coffee is powering up.
I like that. Fuel for the day.
Gonna go cleanse bod.
I gotta go cleanse bod real quick.
I didn't have coffee today.
Yeah, but you have an accelerator.
You're drinking an accelerator.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, should we do?
On that. I drank one right when I woke up. All right. Yeah. These are new ways to say you're drunk.
I'm lost in the liquid forest.
I'm down a few buttons.
I've lost my footing.
Keep me away from the nukes.
I've been thrown overboard.
I can't hit the dartboard.
I'm solving the impossible riddle.
I'm halfway to Horsetown.
I'm bass backwards.
I've seen a thing or two.
I'm drowned. I'm crinkled. I got folded. What are you doing if she whispers that in your ear?
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Wow, I'm having a podcast.
What is that?
It's like a binder. I feel like I'm getting binder blasted right now.
Yeah.
Binder! Binder, get in here. Whoa!
Binder!
Binder!
Oh.
Get in here. Yeah.
Binder!
Yes,
Come
Emily.
on.
Yes. Yes.
Take a seat.
Take a seat. Come on, get in here.
Get in here, girl.
Binder. Binder.
Yes. Yes.
I'm scared.
Okay, Binder, tell us of your travels. You were gone
You went
for
to Australia,
I
Mike.
feel like I'm being pranked. No
2
one would
weeks.
ever willingly ask me.
You're
to be
not
on this
being pranked.
You're not being pranked.
podcast to hear about my travels.
We're
Tell us about your
asking-
travels.
Yeah, how was it?
It was amazing.
Tell us about it.
You're looking tan.
You are.
Thank
looking
you.
tan.
Thank you. I went to Sydney, I went to Melbourne, and I went to Queenstown, New Zealand.
Did you meet any hot Australian hunks?
You know what I did?
Nice.
I
How'd
did.
that go?
So I went on a date with one. It was one of the best dates I've ever been on.
Really? Tell us about it.
Did he know you live in America?
Yes. He's been to LA before, and I think he has plans to come
Now he
at
does.
some point.
Skin me.
He okay, so we went to a rooftop bar. This was on my last night, and I was like, is this even worth it? But I'm glad I did it because it was just fun. And if I ever see him again,
What do you mean it's not worth it? Oh, because
it's on my last night. Like, what's that actually going to end up happening?
Did you guys kiss?
I had to make the first move at the very end because he didn't do anything, and then he ordered my Uber, which we love, and I was like, all right, so should I kiss you before I get in this Uber? And then
You said that? That's ballsy.
yeah, because I was like, I'm going to be sad if I
Wait,
don't.
good for you. No,
Did he give you an
that's great.
Australian kiss?
I was like, you know what? I get
talk
kind
about
of
that?
like,
No.
I get kind of anxious when
maybe.
they don't
Yeah.
make the first move, and I'm like, all right, well, I'm not going to leave without kissing this man. I want to kiss him,
Was he hot?
as long as he consents.
No, that's
We'll put a
that's
picture of
great.
him right here. Where,
No,
was he
we're not
hot?
putting a picture. Yes, he's hot. Like typical Australian with. They all have the nicest tattoos. Like just tasteful
Yep.
ones.
Like Billy's?
Yeah, exactly.
This just in, Binder thinks Billy's tattoos are hot. Willie, ask her
Well,
your
I think
question.
they're tasteful.
I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
want
I
to
like
say
his
it to
tattoo.
her.
Ask her your question.
No, I don't want to say
Did he get? Will was wondering if he gave you an Australian kiss.
What does that mean?
It's like a French kiss, but down under.
Oh, ha 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 ha. No, I mean considering I had to make the first move with the kiss there. No,
I knew this guy
He sent
named
me on my
Zach
way.
that used to say that.
I know so many people who used to say that, and I hate them all. So.
Oh,
I hated him. He stole my girl.
Okay, wait. So you went on a date with
Australian.
this guy. He might come to LA. Do you think that he's your new Australian hunk?
I don't know. I mean, like, we only hung out once, so I think like he probably doesn't know whether or not I'm worth coming to
Have you
the
been
States for.
Snapchatting?
No, I don't.
WhatsApping?
Visco?
Any guy who asks me for their Snapchat, I say I don't have one because I'm like, I don't want a Snapchat.
Yeah, that we're way too old for that.
I was
It also gives
joking.
me the
That's why I
ick.
said that.
We are
I
not.
don't
You
use-
can't group us in. We are not the same age
You're
as
not
Emily.
Snapchatting.
I agree. I haven't Snapchatted someone in
I still Snapchat.
years.
No,
I
I
have
feel like
Snapchat
using
currently
it
on
is
my
different though than a guy being like, "What's your Snapchat?" Like,
Oh,
Yeah,
I
wait,
Snapchat like
yeah,
my buddies.
no, that's way-
I've been in a few group
Okay, but I
chats.
also met a New Zealand boy,
Nice. How'd that go?
but not in New Zealand. I met him in Australia.
Cool.
He was very nice. He was like, I invited him out with Whitney and I, and he was like down for whatever, and we had a great time. We danced the night away.
What does down for whatever mean?
Like, we went to this club, and it was the line was not moving, and they were being very strict. And I was like ready to finesse and be like, I'm gonna figure out a way for us to get in. And Whitney was like, I'm gonna go home.
Wait,
and I
what
was
does that
like,
mean?
like what?
Shake ass.
No. Just like sometimes you can.
You're
it
gonna be
only
like, I have a
mostly
hit
works-
podcast.
No, it only mostly works as a girl. Like, I guess
What?
in terms for you, if you wanted to finesse, you could probably just be like, these are my followers, but like that's cringe. But for me, I kind
Do
of just
people
like,
actually do that?
I've seen people do it.
yeah,
before.
like it's such an
that's
influencer
crazy.
thing. I could like literally.
Bobby does it all the time.
oh,
This could be the move.
Does he really?
No. All right. So you went on.
Whatever.
Wait. Let's do a hypothetical dating show. The two men are competing against each other. Which one did you like more?
That's not. What if they're never going to listen to this? But
They both
What does that
listen.
mean? They're both playmates.
Wait, you think their podcast is ass?
no. Oh, but by the way, we met up with these girls that were Whitney's sister's friends, and I was like, she's like, oh, they were like, oh, you also work at Friday Beers. What do you do there? And I was like, oh, I produce a podcast. They're like, what podcast? I go, Almost Friday podcast. They're like, never heard of it, but we are playmates.
Let's go.
I was like, shut the fuck up. I'm obsessed with that.
Playmates stand up.
Stand up!
That
Playmates
makes me
stand up.
so
That makes me
happy.
happy too.
Like, obviously, I wish they listened to what I'm talking about, but it actually makes me so happy.
I would definitely prefer they listen to ours.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, they're also more your.
All right. Wait. Can we
Demographic,
role play the?
I'd say.
Can we role play the dating show? Will's the Australian guy. I'm the New Zealand guy. And we'll come in.
Oh my!
Welcome to the dating show. Contestants, come on down.
Let's hear your Aussie. Wait,
Good eye, mate.
I had a lovely time with you, but
which
I
one's
didn't
New
like
Zealand?
you pressuring me into kissing you when I was just trying to get you that about.
And I had lots of fun because I'm from New Zealand and I'm down for anything.
Mate.
And I'm a Kiwi.
And I'm a Kiwi. And I play rugby.
Bloody tired of the kangaroos in my house.
The
mate.
shrimp's not the only thing I'm putting on the barbie tonight.
Oh, whoa. I'm going to put your shrimp on my barbie.
I'll give you a New Zealand kiss tonight. It's like a French kiss, but off to the left.
Emily, they're perverts on this podcast.
Wait, you have to ask them dating questions.
Oh, I forgot. Oh, okay. All right. Question number 1. What are you going to do to impress Miss Emily Binder?
Well, mate, I'm going to take her to the rooftop, show her all the beautiful sights and whatnot.
I will take her to my rugby match and show her my strength by lifting other men up by the knickers.
Are you an old timey?
Yes.
Oh, you're footy.
I sound
No,
like
you're
fucking,
still
play
American.
footy.
You're still American.
I sound like fucking Tom Hardy in Peaky Blinders.
All right, this has been a lovely episode of Playdate. We love you guys.
Oh, wait, Emily, can you do our last segment with us?
Oh yeah,
All right.
Emily, whose personality are you going to steal
I'm
this
Alfie.
week?
Ooh, whose personality am I still this weekend?
This
Or no,
week.
it's our Monday
this week.
episode. So
Okay, this week.
Fucking personality.
Can you guys go first while I think?
All right, my fucking personalities, fucking bloke from Birmingham. Fucking.
I hate that.
Well, I sound like fucking Alfie from Peaky Blinders. Don't I?
My Aussie accent's gotten
It's
quite
my
better
impression
since
of
being
him.
Oh,
down
Emily,
under.
that's good.
Well, that's pretty good.
No, literally, like I couldn't even do one before I went, but now I'm doing a little bit better.
That's really good.
That is very good.
Thank
Right.
you. I learned so many terms while I was there.
Okay, tell us.
Hat.
Okay. these are like such Playdate terms, honestly. I don't know why. But like the things that they call their workers. So like construction workers are called
Workies.
Brickies.
No, that's a bricklayer is a brickie.
How many bricklayers?
And then an electrician an electrician is a spocky.
Nice.
Oh, I like that.
And
that a lot.
A construction worker is a why am I blanking?
New
This is the
names for
easiest
jobs.
one. Sheet.
All right, we got to do ads before our 11:30 meeting.
Okay.
So you gotta go.
If I think of it, okay, well, whose personalities are you stealing?
I'm stealing Strawberry Shortcake's personality.
Who's that?
Emily, you never watched Strawberry Shortcake?
That girl.
I finished Peaky Blinders last night.
Oh, wait.
I'm stealing the personality of the dog whisperer because I'm dog sitting this week, and I'm very excited to do so.
Oh, yeah.
And you guys, I'll maybe bring Birdie in for the Monday episode. Birdie can sit in for the Monday episode.
Yeah.
Only she don't bark.
She don't bark.
All right, cool.
I'm stealing the Australian boy that I went on a date with's personality because I'm going to bring out the Australian accent this weekend.
Good.
And it's my friend's birthday, so we're going out for her birthday, and he likes to party, so I'm going to party.
Cannot wait to hear that accent. You love doing accents, too.
I love doing accents when I'm drunk.
Yeah, wait, what was that? You were doing, like, your rapper the other week?
I hate when they do this.
Oh yeah, that's all the comments do, right?
Have
All
you-
right,
have
get
you-
out of here. We're doing ads.
Have you heard Emily's Xi Jinping accent? It is spot on.
All right, get out. We're going. We
Can
got
you
to
help with ads?
We love you
Yeah,
guys.
you can help with that.
We love you guys. Have a great rest of your Monday and a great Tuesday, and we will see you guys on Wednesday. Later.
Thanks for having me on.